Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5. This is Jekayln Carr from Jekayln Carr's Family Affair. And as you can see, family, we are joined by a very, very special guest. He's not new to the show, but God is just doing some impossible things.
Look at you.
Some amazing things.
Winning.
Come on.
Ain't he doing
You're
it?
winning.
Oh my God.
Come on, somebody. Welcome, Pastor Mike Jr.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having
You're
me.
welcome. Now, first of all, let's just go ahead and just say it. Your album, Impossible, is number one.
Let's go. Okay, I receive that.
Well,
I
you know what I
receive- I
mean.
receive that.
iTunes,
Let's
like
go.
it's just amazing.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, for the people who want to know, give them that what's about Pastor Mike Jr. that they don't quite know about yet.
Man, I'm just hungry to see people impacted and inspired. I think one of the greatest tools God has given us is inspiration and walking in your gifts. So for me, man, that message impossible. And you know this, when you put an album together, it's not just a collection of music. It's what will your message be for the next 24 months.
Right.
And for me, man, I just want to travel the world telling people that the thing you thought was dead, there's still life in it. God can do impossible. When I look at that prophet in the Bible, he asked God a question, can these bones live? God asks a question, can you these bones live? And he gives God the best answer in the whole Bible. He says, Lord, you know. In other words, if you're going to do the impossible, that's up to you.
Right,
So
right.
for me, man, I just want to inspire some people. And I really believe over the next 24 months, we're going to see a whole lot of miracles happen.
Absolutely. And the inspiration behind Impossible, you may have already answered that.
Yeah, man.
Just enlighten us a little bit more.
With impossible, that's my life story. You know, when you look at my life, and I think when you look at everybody's life, even yourself, man, a young girl preaching on YouTube, and everybody, oh, that's so cute. Then God just does the impossible. Now the whole world is impacted by your ministry. I believe all of us, in spite of the difficulties that all of us feel, because that nefarious nemesis known as the devil tries with all of his might to thwart our thinking or attenuate our faith. He's going to always tell us what we can't do. If we look at our history, check God's resume, he's always done
Exactly.
some impossible things in our life. So I'm excited about it.
Okay, so when I mention these songs, tell me what first comes to mind.
Okay.
Winning.
All right, so Jekayln had a song called "It's My Winning Season," and I wanted to beef with her.
I
I felt like the
cannot.
song could be a whole lot better, you know. So
got
she
you.
said, "It's my winning season." I was
Yeah.
like, "So you know how church people do? We act like God, they got it from God.
Uh-huh.
I got it from you. It's my winning season." I said, "I like that." So I just made it a little cooler, you know, a lot more power and anointing on
Okay,
it. So that's
got
winning.
you.
Yeah, winning.
All right.
Y'all died my shot.
Okay, that song
I
that's
felt
number
it.
7 at the top of the chart.
Oh.
What song?
Oh my God. Okay, let's go.
What comes to mind when I say Abel?
Able. Okay, so when I hear able, that's my worship chant. That in spite of what you're going through, God is still able to do the exceeding and the abundantly. So that's
Yeah.
able. Yep.
Yeah. And then you already mentioned Impossible. Still here.
Oh, my mom had sepsis, which was an infection in her blood. And they literally told us to pick the medicine. The doctors wouldn't even do it. They told us to pick, and the next 3 days would be touch and go. She always wanted to record, so shout out to my mommy. And I brought her in the studio. It may have took us 17 hours to get it done. But hey, we still here.
We still
so
here.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have a little fun, right?
Okay.
And we're gonna play song association, right?
Okay.
So your first, and you got 8 seconds.
8
Where's
seconds.
the timer?
8
Somebody
seconds.
get the timer.
Let's go.
You have 8 seconds to think of a song with these words in it, right? The
Okay.
first word is got.
What was the first one? What, you said got it?
Got.
I got it. I got it.
All right, all
You
right.
got it.
Second word, love.
Love so many people.
That's
Let's go. Did I do Nico?
Morning.
Morning. I hit my boy Ty Grabber. Oh my God, the sun, joy is coming in the morning.
You know what I thought you were gonna say?
What are they gonna say?
I woke up this morning though.
Oh my God! Hey, wait, ask me again. Ask me again. Morning. Woke up this morning, I'm black.
That ship has sailed. Remember.
I remember when. I remember when he
All
said,
right. Floor.
"Let the bodies hit the floor."
You know
Let the
what?
bodies hit the floor.
You know
Let the
what?
bodies hit the floor.
I am not going to play. Now you've done so many great things, and obviously, I knew you first by your preaching ministry, you as a pastor, and God has really, really just blessed your career
Mm-hmm.
in addition to everything you have going on. And I'm very big on legacy. And legacy simply means the long lasting impact of a particular action or actions that took place in a person's life. Let's talk legacy. What is your desired legacy, and what do you want your impact to look like?
I want my leg. That's a very easy question for me
Mm-hmm.
because I think about it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
One of my life's mantra is it was Howard Thurman who said, "Don't ask what the world needs, but rather ask what makes you come alive and do that." But what the world need are people who have come alive. So for me, I want my lasting impact to be, here's a man who loved everybody. You know, I heard an old preacher say, I was at a funeral, I never forget it, and we looked at the headstone and said, "Mike, what's the most important thing on that headstone?" I was like, "The date." He was like, "Nah, it's that dash in the middle. What you gonna do with your dash?" So for me, loving people in our city, we just bought brand new uniforms for the city school football team. And it's crazy because now that the world is kind of getting a chance to know Pastor Mike Jr., all I ever wanted was to bless my city. You know, so Birmingham, Alabama is my heart. And I just pray that that legacy is his boys and his kids love God. They were the best that they could be. He didn't always get it right, but he was always real and sincere. And we just left an indelible impact on people's lives.
I love it. The album is out now, guys. Sell your
Impossible.
album.
So right now, man, do me a favor. Don't just stream it. I want to educate you real quickly. It takes 1,500 streams to equal one download. Let me give you an example. You would have to go to work for 1,500 days and get one paycheck. So how can you support not just myself, but all gospel artists right now? It's by downloading music. $11.99. I believe it's one of the best albums in the world. And I just really believe, man, it will always be something that I call it a soundtrack to life. So if you download it, I believe it will bless your life. Tag me so I can tell you personally, thank you. I mean that.
All right. Well, there you have it, family. Pastor Mike Jr., thank you for stopping
Thank you
by.
for having me.
We speak nothing but blessings
I
over
receive
your
that.
life, your career, your music, and everything that God is doing for you. Family, that's why you got to stay close because you never know who's going to come by. Keep it like that here. It's always praise.